and welcome to another Just Kane. Well, I was supposed to be filming with my compadres today, but it doesn't look like they're able to show. So it looks like I'm going to be doing this one solo. So what are we doing today? Well, I thought, we've done a review of a Polish shop, food. We've done a review of Romanian food. So I think what might be a nice treat is if we do a review of some traditional British food. And what's better than a traditional chip shop chips? So let's get down to the chip shop if it's open yet, and let's go and get some traditional British fish and chips. So here we are again on Nantwich Road. I'm sorry you can't get any shots of me actually walking this time, but unfortunately my cameraman is not with me today. So we're on Nantwich Road. I can see the chip shop that we'll be going to. And we're here. We're finally at the chip shop. And there it is. It's called Full Bellies. So let's go in and let's order some traditional British fish and chips. Right, we're in. Yeah, the lady behind the counter does not want to be on camera. But let's just give you a quick shot of what this place looks like. There we go. How traditional. And I'm going to try and avoid getting her in the camera in the shot, while I just get some lovely promotional shot. Look at all that lovely traditional English fish and chip food. So there we go, look, and we're going to order some traditional fish and chips. Although I'm not having fish because I don't actually like fish. So here's the owner. There's the big man. Say hello.
Hello.
So, how long have you had this place?
Nearly 20 years.
Nearly 20 years they've been here. This traditional little English chip shop has been here nearly 20 years. I wish I had my cameraman with me today. It's so difficult to film without my cameraman. So yes, so today, could I order, I think I'll just have a small chips, a steak pudding, and a saveloy and a fish cake. So that should be enough to do a lovely food review of this place when we get home. So he's going to, look, and they do it on paper, look, no plastic here, look. Isn't that amazing? Saving the environment. Right, that's got me little bag of goods. So now it's off home to do some tasting. So we're back and we've got our food. Now what we got here is we've got a lovely steak pudding. So let's get some food shots. Hello there. So let's get stuck in to this. So let's start with these chips. Now, if anybody in America is watching this, you probably don't have chips this chunky. Now, the very special thing about British fish and chips is that they're not crunchy. British chips are not crunchy. You would call it a fry, but they're not crunchy. They're soft. And if done right, the inside should be like mashed potato. So let's have a look. Let's break that open. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And they all should be hand cut. Absolutely superb. One of the best chips I've ever eaten. And you can see by the gorgeous, just slightly yellow colour of the chip, just how perfectly they've been cooked. And what I also love about Full Bellies is that you always know when you go in there that the chips have been cooked in fresh oil. Absolutely sublime. And they always cover it. And we've got a Jasper come in to say hello, but then she always likes, she is my co-pilot today. Don't worry guys, I will save her a little bit. So what I always love about Full Bellies is they always put just the right amount of salt and vinegar on their chips. Not too much. But not overpowering. Definitely a British tradition. So what else did I get? Well, British people don't always have fish and chips. I'm not a big lover of fish, but I do love a fish cake. This, guys, is a fish cake. It's fish that's been rounded off, it's flaked up, it's put back together, covered in breadcrumbs, and then fried. But if we break it open, you can see the gorgeous fish inside. Oh, you can't beat a good fish cake. And I happen to know this is what Jasper's after. Yeah. Put it there. And of course, everyone, we've got a Toby! Hi, Tobe. And of course, he wants a bit of a fish cake as well, so I'll just give him a bit of the fish cake down there. Go on then, down you go. There's your fish cakes. But this fish cake, you can tell that it's fresh. You can tell that it's been freshly cooked. It's not a reheated one. In fact, I know it is because I saw him put it in. Oh, best thing ever. It's crunchy. It's got a lovely crunchy outside. Those breadcrumbs are just the right thickness. And the fish is just so subtly flavoured. You can taste just that hint of garlic with a hint of sage. And so soft it just melts in your mouth. Perfect. But we don't always have fish. Sometimes we'll have what's called a saveloy. This is a saveloy. Now it looks very much like one of those hot dog sausages you get in a can, except massive. Now I love saveloy. Love saveloy sausages. I have no idea what this skin is made of, and if anybody in the comments knows, do let me know. But it's good though. And that's the meat. So again, it's very much like one of those hot dog sausages you get in a tin, except it's not. It's got a real smoky texture to it. There's really delicate on the palate. You know, and it's the perfect accompaniment to a chip. To a good old-fashioned British fish and chips. Do you know what else I love about Full Bellies? Full Bellies always make sure that they give this to you in paper. There's no of those plastic cartons that you see in some chip shops. No, it's paper. It's paper with the grease-proof paper. The newspaper is the same stuff they print newspaper on. So you get that real, traditional, authentic fish and chip shop experience. Now the final thing that we are reviewing today is what's called a steak pudding. Now it's a suet pastry, that much I do know. A suet pastry. Now a suet pastry is made mostly of suet, because that's what it says on the tin. And it's not so much baked in the oven. I'm not quite sure how it's cooked, but it's not fried. But it always has that gorgeous look about it. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Isn't that gorgeous? And the best way to eat a steak pie, in my opinion, is to break the top off. This is actually quite hot in the hand, by the way. And get stuck in to that gorgeousness inside. Look at that gorgeousness, everyone. Oh, and full bellies do the best steak puddings. I mean, they're so full of fresh steak. I believe they're steamed. But you know what I love about them? Is they're so fresh. Everything from full bellies you can guarantee is absolutely fresh off the plate. In my opinion, there's no better chip shop in the whole of Crewe. So, next time you're down Nanswich Road in Crewe, look out for full bellies. The lovely lady that didn't want to be on camera behind the till, she's an absolute doll. Love her to death. They've been there over 20 years. And I love them. They know what they're doing chip shop wise. And I love them. And I hope to God that they are around for another 20 years because they're amazing. And I love them, dear. And I love them. And I'm telling you now, this is my once a week treat. So, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog again as much as I enjoy eating it. And so don't forget to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok, follow me anywhere you like. In fact, follow me in the street, and especially if you're a cute gay guy, definitely stop and talk to me. But remember what I always say, guys, don't dream it, be it. Life is yours to make. So I'm going to bid you all a good farewell. And I'm going to see you in the next vlog.